career. We obviously have Blah, who's the top badge. She was just on the rundown not too long ago. We got the clip. We got the clip. Now this time we're gonna get the extended version. It's gonna be the full on in-depth interview conversation. We're gonna have an interview with Stumpy. So Stumpy over here, this is, what should we name this? Is Oak? Professor Oak? This could be Professor Oak. That's Professor Oak is who that'll be. And then what else do we have on tonight? So I'm permanently scarred after the last week's rundown where I mispronounced Devassier as Devoice. So I don't want to say anyone's name ever again, ever. In fact, I'm just going to refer to people as what the gift is next to their name. We have Rose and Hot Dog currently. Thank you for joining the stream, Rose and Hot Dog, because I feel confident in that. So if you like a name, go ahead and drop us something. You could do like a martini glass. You could be Martini. You could be Teeny. You could be Teeny. You're like a mafioso, right? I don't know. Okay. But on the show today, we have Blah, who's a recent top badge. We have Shaya. He's Mr. Connor. Mr. Connor, if you've seen Terminator, you can be Mr. Connor. We've also got on Cora tonight. So different people in different stages of their streaming life cycle. And excited to get to explore and learn about all of these people. There's a lot of things happening in the Meet Me universe. Let's go ahead and tap into it. If this is your first time here, my name's Chris. This is a show we do every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's tough sometimes to keep this straight. On Fridays, I'm telling people that it's Wednesdays, and on Fridays, I'm saying that it's Wednesdays. It's tough. It's tough. But today is officially Wednesday. So we're going to go with it. All right? 3 p.m. Eastern. Nope. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Suited Up with Chris. It's a talk show. Done interview style. We give you the latest news. Kind of like the rundown. Little baby step version here. But the real meat, the real juice, that real show up, fun adjectives coming to me now. Show up. Nope. Okay, we're moving on. There's other shows on the platform. There's other platforms. What are these shows? Why should you be tuned in? So happy that you asked. Let's see if I can do it off of memory, because we're not in our normal spot with our nice little note on the side. Let's just see if we can do it. All right, Monday nights, everyone. Oh Lord, I already feel someone being forgotten. I don't want to be responsible for that. Let's open the Google Doc. The Google Doc. Have you ever said someone's name wrong in front of over 600 people and then had that entire crowd of people tell you that you just did that wrong? Yes, Country Girl has done that. Okay, well, we don't want mention of an eligible bachelor or bachelorette every week. Check her out, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 8 p.m., new show coming at you. Music Box Showcase, the Music Box Showcase. Search for that account. It's both Kenny Lee Young and Steve T. Check them out. It's something else. They're bringing streaming to a whole new level on that. Okay, what else do we have? 8 p.m. on Thursdays as well. 2 shows at 8 p.m. So you can bounce around. Because if music's not your thing, maybe makeup and cosmetics is. Gore Couture with Carmen Sandiego. She's a gore effects artist. She comes on and puts on makeup with Hershey chocolate and sprinkles, or maybe a Honda Civic spoiler. She puts it all on. Every week I reference a different car spoiler. By the end of this show, she will have had a Mercedes, a Honda Civic, maybe even a Chevy spoiler, all attached to her. People are like, I've never seen her do that, Chris. I know, it's a running joke. Okay, what else do we have going? Fridays, it's the Rundown, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Rundown is your go-to place from Meet Me, Plenty of Fish, Scout Official to get the inside scoop on any contests happening, contest results. Arguably most exciting to hear is real-time top badge announcements. In fact, our first guest tonight was in fact a top badge announcement on the Rundown. Very exciting. Okay, now as a reminder, everyone, there's something important that happened. That went to effect last week. The minimum for top badge application has been changed to 5 million diamonds, up from 1 million diamonds. If you're considering applying for your top badge, please make sure that you keep up to date with the top requirements in the top banner. You can check that under streaming info or Stream Central. It's in the top banner. Full details are there. But want to let you know that it is no longer a rumor. It's not something that's just kind of floating around. It's definitely true. 5 million is your minimum. Do want to give a nice shout out to Ice Queen Shay, All Eyes on Me, and Supreme for being last week's top badges. We'll go and announce some new top badges this Friday. All right, cool. Hey, that's all the announcements we're going to go over for today. I hope all of you are feeling good, have some popcorn ready, because we're up with our first guest tonight. She was one of the first people ever to appear on the Rundown as a top badge announcement. Her name sounds a little blah, but I can assure you she's more of like a, yeah. What's the opposite of blah? Yeah? Oh, blah, blah. Welcome to the box. She's coming to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest tonight, the one and only Miss Blah. Hey, Blah. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you?
You're not feeling a little blah?
Ugh.
A little blah?
No, it's a little bit. Just like
Just
it
a
gave
little.
me
Just a
just a
little
little.
bit. I like the red aura around you with the lighting effects. It makes me feel like you're coming out in a rock video. You're just strutting in. You gotta bring in a microphone.
God, my ears last time I did it, so I was like, the red highlight just makes it look better, you know?
Yeah, it gives you very much an aura. It's an aura. All right, Blah. Let's just get this out of the way. How did you earn the name Blah? How does that start?
Okay, so I didn't earn money. I literally went to go in the app and I was trying to think of a cool name, and I didn't want to be something basic. I wanted it to stand out and I wanted to like kind of match me. And then I was like, I can't think of nothing. It took me like 3 days. I couldn't think of nothing. I was like, feels just like so stupid. I don't know what to name myself. I was like, blah. All right, I'll leave it there. And I'll get in like a week or so. I'll come up with something better. And then when I joined people's things, they were like, blah. I kind of like it. And then it kind of grew on me, and I was like, yeah, blah, that fits me.
Okay. What were some of the other names? Because I don't know if you know this, but for example, Mickey Mouse was originally going to be Mortimer the Mouse. But Walt Disney's wife said, nah, that's not happening. So who could have Blah potentially have been?
So maybe like Melly Mel or like Ayo Mel. I didn't know where I was at. I didn't know.
Hey, yo, Mel?
I used to, because I used to.
Like you're from Jersey? Like, hey, yo, Mel.
Ayo Mel. Yeah, it just made
Hey, yo,
sense.
Mel.
Made sense. Hey, Chris, it made sense when I was thinking about it, okay?
Okay,
And then
we believe you.
let me change it up. And then when I started putting blah until I found something better. And then, I don't know, then it just kind of clicked. And people were like, you're not blah. And I'm like, you're right, I'm blah. And then I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. It fits me. Now people like, it kind of fits my personality. Okay, I'm going to stay with it.
What is the Blah personality? So give us the scoop. What is, if we have to get inside the Blah mind, what's the Blah personality?
I think when you think of like blah, you think of like boring, right? But I think that's what makes it fun, is that I'm not. Like, if you come to my live, I'm like the opposite of my name. So when you come to my live, you're like, oh, who names himself blah? And then you're just like, oh, this girl, it's just kind of funny. Oh, okay. Like, it's the opposite of what I am, so it makes it funny. Thank you.
So a little reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Catch you. Yeah.
It fit me.
Okay. I like it. I think it's smart. It plays into you. It's smart to begin with, and you're a smart person, so it makes sense to me. I like it.
And I gotta think about it too. Like, when you announced me on the show, it was funny. Even the way you announced me, you were like, "All right, guys, I'm just gonna say it, blah," and they were like, "What?" Like, so it gives you a moment to kind of connect with people when they say your broadcast.
You're arguably an unappetizing sound effect. Like, blah is the sound when you have old cheese or spoiled milk. You know, blah. It's not. You're not blah.
They'll pronounce it wrong. How do you pronounce my name wrong? If they pronounce it wrong, they'll be like, "Oh, it's blah." I'm like, oh. Then I get in their box and I'll be like, "No, it's blah, blah."
Maybe. Well, I'm confident we could dissect your name all day, but there's only so much that we can spoil in this conversation. How does Blah get herself onto the platform? What one did you start out with? What is your journey?
So I can say the other, like another app that I've been on?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So I originally started on LiveMe.
Wow, you cannot say that one. You're going to lose your badge.
Stop.
No, okay, so you're on LiveMe and then what happened?
That's what I'm saying. I could say it, okay? So stop it. Okay?
I thought you meant plenty of fish. To say something like that, foul.
That was your fault.
I know. I just messed with you. You're fine. You're totally safe. I've got this chair, by the way, that's got like a spring in it. So if I seem extra jittery today, it's not. I feel like a dog that got let off its leash, and I get to like actually live.
I got a bouncy ball. I'm sitting on a bouncy ball. Okay.
Like a medicine ball?
Yeah, you know why? Because you ever broadcast for so long that your butt hurts. So
Yeah.
I got a bouncy ball, and now my butt don't hurt. So you need a bouncy
Wow.
ball,
You're getting fit and streaming at the same time.
and your butt don't hurt. So
You're
you're
going to
good.
have the most rock solid core of any streamer ever. And I've hung out with Adam Bird before, mind you. So, and you're gonna give him a run for his money.
I got you guys. In case you wanted, your butt was hurting you, get a bouncy ball. It works.
Got it.
But
Okay, so you were on Live Me though.
I started on Live Me. I got my star badge and everything over there, and I liked it. But I had some family stuff going on, and I just kind of needed a break. You've been streaming for yourself for a while, so you know that it can get really overwhelming, and especially when you're in like a top person on any app, it can be like a little drama, whatever it may come out to. So you're like, all right, I need a break. I'm a positive person. I stay this way when I feel like. So I took a break from there, and then I just didn't like the way things were going forward for me over there. But I like the people, I like the family, I like the vibe of that. So then when I came on here, I just tried it out, and I was like, I miss streaming, but I wanted to just kind of start fresh. Sometimes like a fresh is like a good thing. So when I
It's
came
like going
on
to
here,
college. You were in high school, and then you went to college. A move.
college, and I'm like, moving up in the world. So I went to college. I'm becoming like a doctor. It's working out for me.
You're Dr. Blah. Dr. Blah.
Yeah, Dr. Blah. Okay, I love advice.
Before we get too far into how you got into Meet Me live streaming, you streamed on another platform before.
Yeah.
It's to my understanding, people don't wake up one day and go, I'm going to be a live streamer. There's always something that leads up to it. What was going on in your life that led up to you taking the plunge, even that first time, into trying live streaming?
Okay, so what would put me on there? I think what puts a lot of people on here, I had a lot going on in my life. My family was going through a breakup and stuff, and I just had a lot of drama in my life, and you needed that escape world, right? So then I was like, I downloaded this because I just needed someone to talk to, but I didn't want to talk to people that were in front of me. Your friends that could get back around that you're venting to. So I was like, let me try something where I could just kind of vent. People can give me space and just be away from reality. So I came on there, and it gave me that. It gave me friends that I could talk to and vent. It gave me a platform to kind of have people relate to me and go back and forth with me on how they feel and so on.
Did you feel like outside of the internet, you were kind of finding you needed a place, or that you wanted a different setting to just find yourself or make friends?
See, no, because outside the app, I was good and I had friends. But it was almost like I'm always the goofball. I'm always like the clown. So like, I guess I just wanted something to be a little bit more of like, all right,
about you.
I have to just laugh. I could talk to you too. I'm smart. I could talk. Sure. Give advice.
The reason that I said that was there's sometimes a stigma that streamers only stream because they don't know how to make connections outside of the internet. You feel that for you, that's definitely not the case.
No, for me, I mean, I'm like a social butterfly. I could walk into a place, I talk to everybody. In my head, everyone's my friend when I'm out in public, unless I don't
like it or not.
You don't have an option. Unless I don't like you, you're not my friend if I don't like you. But I start off liking everybody, so I'm good. I will talk to everybody. So here was the option to kind of be a little bit more serious. Like I'm a goofball. So here was just more side of me,
Mm-hmm. Let's jump forward then. You were talking about being here on the platform. Did you find that you were immediately accepted and that this was really easy for you? Did it take a learning curve? How did it go for you?
On here, I think I got pretty lucky. when I came on here, I got a really good group of people that came around me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it happened right away. I started doing really well when I first entered, and I just got to kind of be cool with just a lot of people and created like a little family, right? Like right from the jump. People
Hmm.
that I was going to broadcast that even now, like badge or no badge, like I'm still hopping into random people's date boxes and just talking to them because that's the point of the app. The point is to get to
Yeah.
know people. And what it gave me when I was getting to know them.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
How does family get defined by you when it comes to Meet Me family or live stream family?
So when it comes to like a family on here, I think it's the people that support you and they hang out with you, whether it's your hey, thank you for the pony. Whether it's a really slow day, I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's like a habit.
Oh, it's
Whether it's
fine. I just tell me, you know.
yeah, for you, but for me, I'm like, it's funny. Okay. So
Take
like
it away. No, you're good. You're good. So for you, a live stream family.
live stream family is somebody who's always there to support you. They're there whether you're having a really slow day, you're down, or you're having a really good day. People that come in there not to just for clout or just to try to talk to you in like a romantic form. People who are in there to talk to you because they genuinely care about how your day is going. They
Mm,
talk to you off the app to see like, hey, you're having a bad day. Hey, don't come on. Don't come on. Rest. Go do like, hey, people that look forward to your broadcast. That's what my family is. The people that come there every single night, whether I'm a half hour late or an hour early or wherever I am on my board. I try to stay time, but time is
mm,
hard. But
yeah.
where come on, they're there and they look forward to it. And when
Yeah.
I get those messages that say that I changed something in their life or like their day, how cool is that? It's
Do
like
you
the
feel
best.
like or are you able to recall any specific time where you feel like you had impacted someone's life or someone from the live streaming community impacted you?
Yeah, I mean yeah, stop doing that. Try not to thank you guys. Yeah, I mean I've had people that send me messages. I'm not doing it. I have people that send me messages and they've said like what I've changed in their life, or maybe they were once going through like a really bad breakup, or just in going personal life that have told me
Yeah.
like coming into your broadcast every time I know if I go in there I'm gonna laugh, and it just makes me forget, and like those moments change me because I'm like every day I try to make myself better, and when I see moments that I can sit there and be like I didn't just change somebody, like I changed somebody's life today, like maybe not life, all right, but I impacted it, I touched it, I made them smile, it was worth it. So
Yes.
I love you.
It's no, it is important. It's definitely evident just by hearing you speak how much you care about this. You said a little bit ago that there are times where you can't come on, or not even that you just can't come on, but life may be draining or we get exhausted. We all get tired from time to time. How does Blah unwind? If it's not streaming, how do you unwind? What do you like to relax with?
Family. I'm like really family oriented. So for me, if I'm not like my life consists of literally work, coming home, hang out with my family, eating like scavenging my dinner, and then getting ready to go. At least now with quarantine, okay, that's what it has became. But
Yeah.
I'm not on here. I'm usually with my family because I can't ever have enough time for that.
How do you describe anyone who mentions that they're very close with a particular group of people outside of the app? I like to ask them, how do you describe this to them? Because if you frame it for a moment, like right
Maybe
now, there's a whole group of people to my left watching me, and I'm acting as if I have blinders on and that there's no one in this hotel room besides me. But how do you explain it to those people
my
around you
family,
that you care about?
okay, they're like, "Oh, she's going to talk to her imaginary friends." Yep. Guys, and then they hear me too because I'm super loud. Even when I think I'm whispering, I'm Italian and I'm a New Yorker. So even when I think I'm really low, it's not low. I'm like
Mm,
screaming, oh, "Thank you for the balls!" And then you scream stuff like that, and people are like,
They're like, I knew she wasn't just making friends.
I
Talk
knew
about thank you for the balls.
they just assume you're doing something negative because you're thanking people for balls. So right away they're
Yes.
like, balls. What do you get? You're like, ice cream. And then you like thank all these gifts and they're like, what exactly are you doing in that room? You're like,
Right.
nothing, you know?
My favorite thing is explaining when someone goes, but why would they give you that? It's like, I don't know. I ask myself the same thing every day of my life. Why has anyone ever given me something? Blah. Real quick, as we move to the last part of our conversation, I always like to throw it to your court to talk about anything that you're passionate about, anything that we haven't referenced that you would like to shine a little light on to talk about. Balls in your court to talk. Could be a hobby, could be a fun trip you've been on, a wild event that's happened in your life.
That's going on. What about something that I'm looking to do on here?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
So one of the things that we came up with, I'm really into music. I love singing.
Okay.
And so one of the things I was going to start up on here, and I already have a few people involved in it. I don't want to go into detail on it, but I'm trying to set up something like doing with music, and it's going to be blind auditions with another top badge, and I don't know if you know who like Infamous is, Chris the top badge, and Costa. I don't know if you know them, so I have them all involved in it.
You know, let's hold on a sec. Chris the top badge. All right, let's get
singer Chris, okay? The singer one. Clearly, you're not involved in it.
Yeah, clearly.
You would know. I would tell you about it. I wouldn't just put you in on it. You know, I would let you know.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
I get to volunteer at least. You're not just telling me what I'm gonna do.
You want me to put you in? I'll DM you right now.
No, I'd be awful. No. Okay, so keep going though. So it's a blind competition and it involves singing.
It'd be like a blind, yeah, but it's gonna be more based on singing and maybe a little like fun comedy involved in it. Just kind of, I don't want to get into full detail, but it should be fun.
Okay. Spoilers are not.
Yeah, I don't want to go too deep in.
Okay. All right. Well, Blah, when do you go live? If people want to catch you, and if you have not yet, please, everyone, fantastic streamer here, give Blah a favorite. But if they have not favorited you and they have not seen you before, when do you go live?
I usually go live. Okay, don't hold me to the exact time, guys. It's between like 9:30 and 10. It depends when I'm ready.
Half hour is pretty consistent. That's a consistent block to say that you're alive within that half hour.
Yeah, like around there. Yeah. 9:30 I'm hopping on sometime around there.
Okay. All right. Well, everyone, make sure that you give Blah a favorite. Blah, thank you so much for jumping on.
Back. I try to be professional.
It sounds like dial-up connection right now. It's probably my internet. What did you say?
Am I lagging?
It's the gifts. The gifts are cutting in and out.
I was thanking them for the gifts because I was trying to be professional. Oh. I was trying not to do it. I got.
You were very professional. No, thank you so much for coming on today, Blah. Yeah. All right. Bye. Bye. There we are. I don't have my music. Normally I hit my next guest tonight. I'm petrified that I'm not going to say his name correctly. Is it Shia? Is it Shay? It's Mr. Connor until he gets in the box. It's Shay. All right, everybody. Mr. Shay Connor is coming to the box. He's requested it. Please welcome him. Give him a favorite. Go ahead, Shay. You're up. There you go. All right. Mr. Hollywood, Mr. Shay Connor himself, everybody.
How are you?
Shay, how's it going, sir? I feel good. I didn't absolutely destroy your name. I felt it coming. And there's a lot of people who see it happen. But that's definitely enough about me. Let's learn about you and your tapestry that you have.
Hit me with the questions. I got it.
You got it. Okay. Well, why is your name say ugly in it, and who is Shay?
Okay, well, why my name is Ugly is because, well, about like a month ago, I had joined the Ugly Squad. And I don't know if you're well aware of who the Ugly Squad is, but Mike had, if you know who Ugly Mike is, he's the one who got me into it first. I was pretty iffy about joining in the first place, but then, like, once he told me, like, everything about it, I loved it. I like loved
Okay.
the whole like thing like about being in the group, and then I started streaming, and I just loved it.
Now, I don't know from where you're from if this is the same, but if someone came up to me and said, "Hello, would you like to join my ugly gang of ugly people?" I would initially say, "How did you know?" But then I would also say, "Why? Why would you ask me such a question?" So, did you ever hesitate based on name alone to say why ugly?
No, it just sounded right, to be honest. Like it just sounded right.
when, when I reflect on myself, it just sounds right to me. To be
Basically, like it sounded. I don't know, just like the name itself, like Ugly. It just sounded cool at the time. Like, and I think we all liked it. I didn't think we would choose anything else. I think we had like different names, like different things to put before our name. But I think Ugly just sounded right.
Okay, maybe if we turn ugly into an acronym, it'll make more sense. Let's try one together. I'll do one and you'll do one. I'll go first. So, how about understanding guys like yogurt? Shay. All right. That and then you're like a part of a yogurt loving group, which seems a lot better than calling yourself ugly.
I guess so. I guess so.
Yeah. All right. I won't put you on the spot, but maybe you can think of an alternative.
Probably couldn't, to be honest.
Okay,
Probably.
it's definitely okay. All right. How do you know Mike and all those fellows?
Just like being in the same like area, I guess. Like the funny thing was like, I knew of Mike before, but I never like really hung out with him before until like this summer actually. And like he's been like the best like one of my like best friends ever since. So if it wasn't for this, like I don't think I would have ever met him.
So you knew of him being around you, but you never spent time with him.
Never.
Wow. That says a lot. Mike, I'd be on the lookout. Watch your back. No, hey God, Shay, we're doing so much talking about your friends. We should focus a little bit on you though.
Okay.
Are you a type of content creator outside of live streaming? Was live streaming your first attempt at content creation? Help catch us up.
Yeah, so like basically, I've been like around like sports my entire life. I've never done like content like streaming before, like on like a daily basis before. So this is like it's all like really like new to me, I guess. But like so far, like I have no regrets about it. I love the app. Like I love being on here. You just get to meet like new people like every single day.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you bring up sports and then relate it to this because as a fellow theater kid, I can never imagine a sports guy asking me to join his ugly club. Or if he did, it means something totally different. But for you've found that there's a similar interest between what you did in athletics and something like this.
Yeah, like so I like try to like relate I try to like relate my like, past I guess sports. I'm still like in sports obviously, but I can like relate it a lot to sports and because I play soccer and just like I don't know, like I just like talking to people and like just like on my team it's just like talking to people as well, you
Yeah.
know? So like I just like the whole like sociable thing about it.
Yeah. Did you find that you were a support role on the soccer team, or what were you like the rally guy, the motivator? How would you describe that?
You know what, like, yeah, I could consider myself like a team like leader for my team, especially, like when it gets to the big, because I've been like on that like big stage before when it comes to like decisive moments, like, and like, I have like no problem with like talking to people. Like I love doing it. I love like speaking for people when they're in trouble or in need. It's just like, they might need my help,
Yeah.
and I'm there for them, who, like regardless of who it is.
And that's then translated into live streaming. How long have you been live streaming on the platform for?
So I've only been streaming for about like a month now. It hasn't been like anything crazy, you know. I haven't like been streaming for like a year, 2 years, like, you know, like a lot of people I've met who have been on Meet Me. But I've only been doing it for just about a month. And you'd be surprised about like the people like I've met, like, you know, how many people I've met just for being like on here for a month.
Well, that's where I was heading with the question, is that while a month may not seem initially like a long amount of time, in the streaming world, it really can be. Would you say already it's difficult to remember or imagine what your life was like prior to all of this?
Yeah. Completely different. Like completely different. There was like there was no such thing as Meet Me. Like I would never think about like this ever in my life.
Mm-hmm. And how's it different now?
It's just like a lot more like talking to people, I guess. Just like, you know, when people join my stream, like, you know, I'm just like, I feel like I'm just more sociable, and it, you know, it takes away, you know, it does take away time from like, you know, what I want to do, but like, you know, this is what I want to do.
Sure. The other interests that you had anyway.
Yeah.
This has become the new what you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
And besides talking to people, why is it something that you want to do? Do you see it building towards something? Yeah. Are you getting a particular type of gratification? What are you getting out of it?
It's like more of like, I get like a feeling like in the end, like, you know, if like the whole, like if this whole ugly thing can transfer like into like something else completely. And like, I'm not kidding. Like when I say that, like we want to like transform this thing into something way bigger. You know? Yeah. That's the goal for me. And I see the potential through Meet Me to do it.
Let's talk about it, because the Ugly Gang recently went on tour. They already did a mini tour. Let's get into it. Yeah. What was this Ugly Gang tour that happened?
So what had happened was about 2 weeks or like 3 weeks ago, like 2.5 weeks ago, I think, we decided all to go to Florida. Like Florida was
the safest of the states.
Yeah, like just like being like, we were like, we have to get out of here. Like we can't be like stuck.
You said where is the most amount of danger I can put myself into? Content. And you did.
Florida is where it's at. But yeah, like what we did was, I just think like when we went as a group, like we just like got to know like more about each other than like we ever did before. Mm-hmm. And it's like facts, like the relationships like between different people like grew, and I just noticed right away. Mm-hmm. And like that's why we want to go like on multiple trips, you know, like and just really just blow up.
Right, because a few of the other members, like Bry, for example, he had flown all the way from California to Florida and Michigan, and you flew from, I assume, Michigan to Florida. How would you rationalize to your past self, hey, let me tell you, in a month, you're going to start flying around the country to meet and hang out with some people that you meet this month? I mean, how do you even begin to rationalize that? It's extreme.
It's crazy. Like, okay, so for example, I guess like, you know, we have some friends on here that live in Florida, but they also stream. And like when I got to meet them, like I just realized like, I'm like, wow, like I'm meeting like new people that like if I would have never joined, like I would have probably never met them. Like if I didn't join Meet Me. So like, you know, the fact that like I'm like going out of state to like meet other people on this app.
Yeah, no, I can relate because I've been there the same. So are you currently with people? Are you doing more meetup or doing part of the Ugly tour?
Maybe. If you guys all want to say like a hello, I'd gladly appreciate that. We have Ugly Luke with us.
Oh shit.
We have Mandy with us. We have Mike with us. Just kind of like we're just missing a few members of
We
the
were
squad.
trying to be quiet for so long.
And then we have Ugly Marley. So we have the whole squad here.
Hold up, I'm Bailey.
All right, I half regret asking the question. All right, so you two look related. That's hilarious. All right, but look at all these new friends that you have. That's honestly incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. So Shay, you said you want to take it farther than this. You'd like to do the Ugly Gang, blow it up through Meet Me. Why do you see this as the platform to be able to do that through?
I see this as the platform because like I think like other apps like Twitch and like if I were to stream on Twitch, it just wouldn't be the same. Because I think like people on Twitch are like it's more focused on like gaming and like I've never seen another app like this where it's just like where you like live stream with like other people and like they like really just comment in the section and like they really just like to talk to you.
Sure.
Like when it's like when I see like Instagram lives or like anything like else, I just don't think it's the same as this,
Yeah.
And like that's why I like it.
Yeah. So shifting to the last part of our conversation, outside of all of the Ugly Gang and now live streaming soccer, what do you spend most of your time with? What do you stay busy with outside of streaming?
A lot. So like I like typically like with myself, like I wake up, I immediately go to the gym. I spend a lot of my time at the gym. I also spend a lot of my time, well now it's gonna be college, so I'm going back with that. That's gonna be like online though. But a lot with soccer too. It's just something I'll never like get rid of.
So you're a collegiate athlete. You play college soccer. Wow. That's congratulations. That's really cool.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And what are you studying?
So my degree right now is to be a dietitian / nutritionist.
That makes sense.
I'm very heavy. Like I'm very heavy. When it comes to like food, like I liked like my main goal with my degree it was because like I want to make like a meal plan for everyone, like regardless of like what your weight is, like I want to help like someone either gain weight, lose weight, like stay maintained tone, like whatever like your body shape is. I want to make like a meal plan at the end of college. That's my goal.
I understand completely. I too love food. I just love food very differently, and I have been loving food very differently than you, and that's fine. You know what? we're making it work. Shay, when do you go live? So if people would like to catch you, if they've not already favorited you, make sure, please, everyone, if you've enjoyed this conversation, give Shay a favorite. But when do you go live if people want to catch you?
Yeah, typically when I stream, I'm more of like a daytime person. So when it does, it's typically like 2 p.m. and I'll stream for about like 2.5, 3 hours. So like I'd say like probably like 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And if not, like when I'm like here at the Ugly House at Mike's, I usually stream at night and I'll go on for many hours.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here, everyone. Catch him during the daytime. That's an interesting time slot to take because I know a lot of people try and do afternoons. So by switching it up, you can hit a totally different section. But Shay, keep loving your yogurt, dude. Stay dedicated to it. Tell Brian, all the other yogurt guys, that I love them. And I'll be checking you out soon, my dude.
Of course. Thank you for having me on.
All right. Favorite of Shay, everybody. Much love. Bye. Hitting the music again. We got the music going. Cora, thank you for What's that? Right into it. For the people who have not met you before, will you please introduce yourself?
Oh, hi. Hey, I'm Cora, but I already around with my friends, but in Finland, like, and then I woke up like it's hot surround and their surroundings. But here in Finland, every time we woke up, it's always cold. Like, oh my god! And you know what? The first time I came here, the first day I came here, I woke up like, I think I slept like around noon, and then I woke up in midnight. Like it's like 12
There's a
hours.
12-hour time
So it's
difference.
like actually not
No,
really 7 hours. I'm not
I'm out
really
here
sure.
saying things that are false. That's not good. But there is a major time difference between Finland and the Philippines.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're presently still in the Philippines.
No, here in Finland.
You're back in Finland.
Yeah, I'm here in Finland.
Oh, okay. When did you move back
Yeah.
to Finland?
We Philippines, and then I moved here when I was 12 years old. So I stayed here my whole
Oh,
entire
I'm
life.
just
So
terrible
I'm
at
not
the
in
only thing.
Philippines.
I'm just bad at the only thing I'm supposed to be able to do, which is understand what you tell me. And you're saying you moved from the Philippines to Finland.
Yeah.
Got it.
You
I
got
got smog chasing me down, and I'm like Bilbo Baggins, just trying to get my head straight. Okay, so we're good now. We're good. No, okay, no more smog. Okay, so you live in Finland now, and it's cold. Do you like that? Are you a fan?
No, yeah, I like cold than the like warm. I can't stay in a warm weather like in hot weather. I don't know why. Like every time I go like a holiday or I go to Philippines, and I always
Okay.
stay inside because it's like I don't know. I don't know. I just like warm weather though.
Okay. Well, I don't want to turn this into a water cooler conversation and talk about the weather, but it is interesting when you live in two places that are so different.
Yeah.
We can talk a bit more about the culture of Finland in just a moment, but I'm interested to know more about who you are. So,
Yeah.
Cora, you live in Finland. What outside of streaming keeps you busy? What is your life like outside of Scout, Meet Me, Plenty of Fish?
What makes me busy in Finland is like I'm studying also, and I do sports. I do wrestling, so I'm a wrestler. So
You're a
yeah,
wrestler.
and yeah, I am. But not at the
Like
moment. I had the
like
surgery for like few months ago. I know 5 months ago. So
taking
recently,
picnic tables and drop kicking people, or are you pinning them down?
I'm
What type?
kicking people, but I,
No.
but it's
In all
so
seriousness, what type of wrestling do you do?
it just freaks it out like Euro. I don't know if you heard that it's like a Finnish or Finland team or Finland style. It's different than American wrestling.
Okay, is it scripted? Is it?
No.
Because I like to imagine that you drop chairs on people.
No, I don't drop chairs, but I kick.
Okay, so you do actually beat the wow, everyone. She beat so many people up that she had to go into protection. She was afraid they might be coming for her. No, it's okay. Cora will come back in the box in just a moment, everybody. Stay tuned. Special thank you to her. Okay, so we're talking to Cora, who's originally from the Philippines, now lives in Finland, and she's a wrestler, and you're also a student.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
At the moment, I'm studying nursing. I just graduated as a chef cook, so I decided to study more and more. In Finland, it's the tuition are like free. So why not? Why not? I don't grab the opportunity to keep it busy, like grab
Yeah.
some more, more profession.
What got you interested in studying nursing? Why did you find that that was your calling?
Well, my parents, I mean, my mom is a nurse, and my sister is a nurse. So I think that is so. And I love looking at taking care of people too.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I love working around with people. So I think, yeah.
Now, with the current state of the world, has that changed how you view nursing, or has that made you more passionate? Have you been scared a little bit to get into the field? Help us understand how you feel about everything.
Oh, to be honest, I'm scared of blood or injection. So this is gonna be a big like yeah.
You just said that you're scared of blood and
Oh my god.
injections.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
then
like
that's why my
that's
parents.
I feel like that's saying you want to be a talk show host, but don't like talking to people. That's like the very first part of like being a nurse, yeah.
Yeah, my parents told me like, "Are you sure about where you're going to? Like, are you ready to be a nurse? Like, you gonna see like dead people or lots of blood, or you gonna inject people?" And I was like, we'll see,
Yeah, okay.
because
Have you
I like to try new things, so we'll see.
have you administered any shots? Have you given anyone a shot? Nope. See, she's that scared of blood. Even just talking about it. She's like, I gotta go. I can't. Not right now. Not today, you guys. Uh, no, in all seriousness. Let's see if we can think. Yeah. Have you given anyone a shot?
No, not yet, not yet.
Okay. Do you feel ready?
Maybe it takes time.
With some time. Okay.
It
These are
takes
some real
time.
these are some real things to question. You're like, I came on the show to talk to Chris. I'm leaving questioning if I should
Oh
get
my
this
god.
job. It's like, come on, Chris, this is what I came for.
Oh,
Okay.
Chris, are we
Well,
talking about it? I'm scared about thinking about it.
yeah. You know who I'm really scared for is the patient. Because I can only imagine you going like, okay, this may hurt, and they start crying, and then you start crying, and then
Maybe,
we're all crying.
maybe,
And I don't know what to do.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you're studying to be a nurse. You're a pro wrestler. You're drop kicking fools, and then you're nursing them back. I love it. You do both parts. You beat them up, and they're like,
Yeah,
"I'm sorry, I beat you up. Let me fix you." Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense now.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
Cora, how did you start live streaming? When did you start? How did you start?
Oh my god, this is a really like crazy story. How
The
I found
crazier, the better.
YouTube. Yeah,
Let's
because okay, let's do it. Okay, I was on holiday. I was on holiday alone in Denmark. Oh, and then like because I tried to invite my family, my friends to go on holiday, but they are like, "Oh, I'm busy." So okay, I went there in Denmark, and then I don't know anyone there. So what I'm trying is like I want to hang out with local people from Denmark. So
She found somebody local to hang out with, you guys, and she's like, "Sorry, Chris, can't complete the interview. Got to go talk to somebody local." Oh, they canceled. She's coming back, guys. That's all right. That's fine. I can be second choice. It's all good. That's fine. You find some people in Denmark local you want to hang out with.
yeah, I no. I went to Google, and then I searched uh any any app that I can where I can meet people. So it's Meet Me came first. And I was like, okay, let's try. And I made a count. And then I look at like what I gonna do in here. And then there's so many this not that from Denmark, and there's like all over the world. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And they're not from Denmark. I want to hang out from Denmark people. Like but and then I changed my location into Denmark, and then yeah, there you go. I found somebody, and then at first I was like watching like a stream, like, and I was like I was surprised, like, okay, this they are not from Denmark though. They're from American or Philippines or something. And I tried to learn the app, and then yeah. So I started in that, and then when I get back to to Finland, it's something like I want to do something like it's like okay, let me continue this up, and I do live
Sure.
streaming. Yeah, and then I continue, and then I do live streaming. But at first, I was a fans and just like supporting people, and I
Did,
decided to like, oh, so this is
did you immediately
interesting.
start streaming yourself, or did you watch people first and then start
I
streaming?
watched people first. I watched people first for like 2 months. I didn't
Two
like
months.
yeah, I watched people first like at 2 months. So after that, I decided like I learned something from the streamers, and yeah, I decided to do live stream my own. So
Wow.
I was like,
Did
okay, let's do it. At first, it was boring or something like, okay, this is not my thing. So I was like, this is not my thing. I will focus my thing like outside world, not in the app. But then later on, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna go back to this app. I took a break like for like a few weeks. Then
sure.
I get back
Okay.
to the app, and then
Was
yeah.
was there someone that pushed you or motivated you to go live for the first time?
No, no, not at all. It's on
No,
myself. Like,
just
yeah,
gathered the confidence.
yeah. I just like, oh, grab this opportunity. Let's go. At first, I was like, okay. To be honest, at first I was like, kind of like dance, and I was like, but not really naughty. But like it's something like, okay, what am I gonna do? And I learned from other streamers. I started to watch like a top streamers, and like, okay, I think this is what I'm gonna do as well. So yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you to those top
Have
streamers
you
here.
do you feel like you've made some friends? How has it been for you? Because you've streamed for
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. I got lots of friends. I made a lot of friends. To be honest, I'm the quiet person like Cora is a quiet person, and I'm usually shy to be around. But like since I started this Meet Me, so I met lots of people, and I'm just being goofball, and I'm a clown on this app. And that's the one they told me like Cora is the clown of this app. Like I'm a goofball and like mess
sure.
around with people, but in a good way though. It's
Yeah. We
always a
trust
good way.
you don't have to think that we're assuming you're doing all the bad things. We got it.
Yeah.
Uh, let's shift gears a bit because you talked about you were watching top streamers and looking at the top streamers. Is that something that you would like? Are you curious? Would you like to try and earn a top badge? What is your view on a top badge? Help us understand your take.
Well, actually, it's an honor to be a top badge because, or to be a top streamer, because that leads you to connect with more people and make new friends, and then and learn something with different different lifestyle, like different people lifestyles, and like this, and of course,
Yeah,
yeah, meet
yeah.
more viewers, and yeah,
So
have
it's
fun with
something
it,
that you would
interact with
like.
them.
It's
Yeah,
something that you would like. Okay.
yeah, and yeah,
And what would it mean to you? What would it mean to you to be a top streamer?
it means to me a lot. Like I mean, it's meant to me a lot. Like I want to like to be maybe more. I'm not famous right now, but maybe I gonna be more like a little bit famous. So
You'd
and
like to meet more
then
people.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And
that's a fair answer.
what I do in my live stream is just like I have this like called Cora Shop. So it's a Cora Shop. I always like make games like for example, I have a raffle draw every week. And so yeah, and then actually I have this one of my friends is gonna make a site, a Cora Shop website, like corashoponline.com. So it's like you can avail a t-shirt or keychain on there online. And also I'm gonna make some games, and yeah, I think I'm gonna have a giveaway to those winners
Okay.
t-shirts or a shop. So something like that.
So Cora, you since you've been streaming for a little while, people have learned many things about you. Is there
Yeah.
something that some of us may not guess, or is there a surprise talent that you have? Maybe a guilty pleasure TV show that you've never admitted to liking? Maybe a band that you've never admitted to liking?
No.
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 See, I know something tells me that there might be because you go no and you're disappearing on me. I don't know.
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
this is just me. Simply
Cora
Cora.
is what you see is what you get.
Exactly. What you see, what
Okay.
you get. There's
Okay.
no
No.
hiding things in there.
No Backstreet Boys. No Justin
No.
Bieber.
No,
No.
no, 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 no.
I love
Oh,
Justin
no.
Bieber. That's like,
Me too, but yeah.
she said, "Oh, now no." So now we can both like. Okay.
Come on, agree with it.
That's fine. All right, Cora. When do you go live? So if people would like to get to know you more, if they'd like to hear more from you, when can they find you?
Well, I do love streaming like anytime that I'm not busy. And like, but usually I do love streaming like afternoon time, Eastern time, like around 5 in the afternoon until like now, like until 9 or 8. So
Eastern Standard
Eastern
Time.
time, yeah, Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you can find me also in the morning or like anytime.
It's interesting that you're Eastern Time.
Yeah, I base on Eastern time.
Okay. I follow. It's just Finland and all right. Got
It's
you.
something
Okay.
no, okay. In Finland, it's a late here already. It's like something like 4 in the morning, 5 in
Yeah.
the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 in
Yeah.
the morning here.
You said that you holiday sometimes to Florida because you have family there.
Yeah, I'm always go there like every year, but not
Okay.
this except this year because of COVID though. So yeah, I always go there every year.
So of the 3 places that you've visited and been to, do you have a favorite?
Of course, Finland.
Oh, where you are? Okay, well that makes sense. The place where you are now.
Finland.
All right, well that's good. It works out well. All right, well, Cora, thank you so much for being on the show. Is there anything else that you'd like to share before you go?
Well, guys, please favorite Cora, favorite everyone, favorite Chris, of course. So, favorite Cora, and don't forget to check my live stream every like after an Easter time. And I'm like I like I said, I do live stream
Yeah.
anytime when I'm not busy. So,
Maybe favorite Marty. I hear he's leaking dragons out of his side.
Marty.
Needs
Oh, thank you,
somebody to
Marty.
help him. Good
Everyone
night.
favorite Marty.
Yeah, I mean, just if the thought occurs, Marty or whatever. But
Yeah, everyone knows Marty. Everyone knows Marty. So thank you guys, and please, it's a, it's an honor to be here though, and I'm kind of shaky and I'm shy. And they're both
no, you did a fantastic job. You did a fantastic job.
like I said, I'm nervous, but okay.
No, you did it. You did wonderful. Well, Cora, it was great to talk with you. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, I'll see you next time. Hey, everyone, that's the show today. That's the show. My name's Chris. This is Wooden Stump. This is Suited Up with Chris. We do this every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have any question, name right here, Chris Casper. As far as updates and anything newsworthy goes, tune into the rundown this Friday at 3 p.m. Everyone, I cannot emphasize enough. Hang on, pause real quick. I totally forgot something. Needed to announce at the beginning of the show. Do not miss the rundown this week. Please do not miss the rundown this week. I have a very, 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 very special something happening. Unlike anything you've probably seen before on the app. And if I say that, I mean it. So this is something very special. Do not miss this Friday at 3. I'll give you a hint. I will be featuring someone on the rundown who is not from the streaming world. They're not a live streamer on here. And it'll be a person, and this person's important. And many of you will have already known this person. So do not miss this Friday, because I'm going to announce that this person is going to be making an account. And that's all I'm going to leave it at. All right? Okay. So much love, everybody. Please tune in this Friday. You'll catch your new badge announcements as well as a very special update. Okay? So see y'all later. Next time, thank you so much for watching Suited Up with Chris. And